Hello everybody, a bit laggy. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Transport Fever. I feel like the game's running well smooth. Today we are in Liverpool and Chester, where we have 204 people waiting for the train London-Liverpool. Is that what you are? What are you? Train London-Liverpool, yes, that is you. We have trains here. We have the cross-country services, which go one heck of a way. Like if I zoom out, like look at how far they go. Manchester, do you like Manchester? Manchester. Sorry. Oh, hello, we got some rocks. That's okay. Right, I've had a thought. What was my thought? My thought is, why is there so much crude oil here? Although saying that, there's another train can take it away. What's these top speed? 50 miles an hour. Okay, so they've got new wagons on. Good. Oh, hang on. Have we got better trucks than this? I can't remember. I was going to say, do we really need 120? I'm going to let 20 vehicles... I'm going to let 15 vehicles go. 120 seems like way too much. 154. Okay, I'm going to let another 10 go. 111. Have we got any better trucks? No. Okay. Is this train fully loaded with crude oil and not being put out in front of a cross country, which is what we like to see. Right, Birmingham could do with a bus upgrade, really. It really could. Because like, what's going on? Right. We've got problems here still. Because we just have. And do you know what? Let's get everything moving quicker. I feel like most routes. Right. Bus Birmingham 4. There's really not a lot waiting for you, so I'm going to get rid of 5 vehicles. No, I'm going to get rid of 7 vehicles. Bus Birmingham 5. There is actually a fair bit going on for you, is there? Yeah. Okay, Bus Birmingham 5 can stay as it is. Bus Birmingham 3. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on. No. So this has got 20 vehicles, so I'm removing 10. Bus Birmingham 2. Okay, so that has a fair bit on. You have 20. Bus Birmingham 1. Don't call me a hater, but I don't think it needs 33 vehicles. I'm going to halve that. Right, so I'm going to take 3. I'm going to take 30. I'm going to take 23 away. Do you know what? No, I'm going to take 21 vehicles away. Try and get Birmingham moving. Oh, what's this that we've got here? That looks like a cross country. Wait, has this thing got 4 pulling power? Well, we can't be having that, can we? We need something capable. The fastest steam train we have, and it looks like we need 3 of them. don't need 180 capacity, we probably need about 140. Yeah, capacity stayed the same, whereas we've got more power. Yes. Right, let's just monitor Birmingham's growth. Right, what we need... It was something to do with down... We needed food. Yes. We needed food for this little bit of the UK. And I wanted to take it up to a food processing plant. There's one at Leeds and York that could serve Leeds and York, Newcastle, all that. But yeah, we could also have it. Where's some grain farms? There's one there. There's 3 here. So what I'm thinking is, right, a train that brings grain from... Ah, there's one there. That's handy. Because then we can leave that one alone. We could train it from there to there, from there to there, from there to there. Yes. And then we could use it for food in Birmingham. We'd train it probably to Liverpool and Chester and Northampton, but because there's 3 sources of thingy, I'm actually going to just truck this one actually. I've decided, last minute, I'm just going to truck this last one. Okay, the road ends here. So, yeah, literally all it will need is just that, in there, and then that in there. That's all it will need. Yeah. Right, let's... Right. Because I could put a terminus station in. Then we could have 2 grain trains coming up here. And a grain truck in there. And then we could have it for Newcastle, Leeds. We could have 2 grain trucks for Preston, Carlisle, Chester, yeah. Or actually, if we just had that for Liverpool. Yes, there's 3 plants for, yeah. So this would be a terminus. Right? Where the hell was I? Further down here. Where the flippin' hell was I? 1, 2, and there's the food plant. Yes, so I was here. Let's put a truck station on. Truck station. Truck. Let me just chuck a station in here. No, let me throw a station this way. Oh, controller drift, please piss off. Really haven't got the patience to be dealing with you today. Oh. Yes. Right. And then let's just tuck a road in behind here. Because that should connect that. That one is connected. Then we could run a train to here. And then run it to a con mat yard. Run a stone train down. Although it doesn't look like there's any stone about. There's stone going down to there. We need quarries. We got a quarry down south. Yep, it is. Flipping being used. Right, okay, that's a puzzle for another day. Right, again, I've lost myself completely. Here we are. I'm starting to get quite a painful headache. Oh. Right. Put the road back in a minute. There we go. Right, then we'll chuck the road back in. Because otherwise this portion of the route won't make any money. Because it won't be connected. Right, that's connected, that's connected. Now we need to connect this, which can be a bit difficult because I don't really want it going into the main line. It's going to have to go over the main line. About here-ish. I don't want it to go under, I want it to go over. Yeah, that's wicked. I love that. Oh, have we got a different bridge design? No. Right. Maybe one day we'll bring some freight in to the West Coast main line. Right, now I want this to overpass here. That's what I want. Is for the train track to overpass like that. Let's get the bridge. Why is there bridge pillar collision? Do not give consent for a bridge pillar collision. Right, and that's just crossing the main line at a straight angle might be a bit of an ask. Again, let's come back to just make it all efficient. Yeah. Right. However, I believe that between sort of here and there can be a banking. Oh, there's two London North Western Railways. Right, let's do some crossovers. Right, let's signal this line up. Because this line ideally needs to have a rate of 800. Which can be hard to do. Considering, you know, it's a freight only line and all that. Right. I'm gonna throw... Oh, I can't really throw a signal block in there, can I? I can throw a signal about here. Going that way, and then I can throw a signal there and there. There and there. And then there. And then about there-ish. As well. So that is lovely. Let's whack a depot on the end, because I'm not planning to go any further south with this. Right, let's make the line first. Right, then go drop them off. And go back here. And go and drop them off. Use a different platform. Use one that time. And Northampton South. I think it'd be better if you used one. Yes, better if you used one. However, you can use two, and you can use two. And you know what? You can use both. Either side. And this will be, nope. Train. Northampton Grain Shuttle. Northampton Grain Shuttle. Let's have... We don't need those ones. Let's just have some of the basic ones. 60 miles an hour. Let's have two of them. Grain. Let's... Do you know what? Let's just have a whole rake of these. How much can we have before the power rating gets to poor? Right. We won't be having that much. We've got a limit of 240 meters, which is 204 capacity. I reckon 3 of these will get us that rate that we need. Okay, we might need another... I'll go with another one. So should all go here, drop off, there, drop off. The food, let's start with Northampton, which is going to need a revamp of its bus network. It's going to need a bus route going there and a bus route going there. So this is a perfect time to go into Northampton to do other things as well. So let's bring a road out here. Let's bring a better road out here. That's straight in, and we're going to need, if there's a bus station there, I'm not going to try and not focus on the buses too much for the minute. But yes, there we go, and then we can have... Right, it's going to be a while before anything gets here, so that's fine. And 2 slightly smaller ones either side. And then let's run a road in there, and sorry to be a pain in the bum. I think our road's going to have to go in there. See, they've done some of that already. Right. Where is the food going into Northampton? This side of Northampton, so we'll need truck stop sort of here. Truck stop sort of... No, I didn't want it there. I want it here. And a truck stop sort of down here. Yes. Right, so in there, and in there. Northampton food truck. Truck, Northampton food. Or is Northampton already getting... Hang on, isn't Northampton already getting food? Hold the phone. Is it getting food from Reading? It's getting something from Reading, isn't it? No food, no. Okay. No, that's perfectly fine. There's a depot there. Handy. Right, these will do 16 miles an hour. Let's have 15 of them. Northampton food. Right, and then whilst we're here in Northampton, this bus route probably won't need many vehicles and probably won't make much money, but we'll come out of the bus station, along this road, onto this bridge. Let's go this way for now. They're probably a bit close. Right, there we go. This can be bus Northampton 3. Bus Northampton 3. Northampton. Nope. Northampton 3. Right, these lot could really do with an upgrade. I think it's about time Northampton got an upgrade. These big ass boys. What was that that just went steaming through? Quite literally. This 65 miles an hour. God, isn't that a sight? Right, and then we'll want one that comes up and around sort of this part. And then we'll want one that sort of comes around there. Right, and then for Northampton 3, for the minute I just see... We'll get rid of one. 6 buses. Bus, Northampton 3. What's here? The food trucks. We had any grain? We have had some grain delivered. We have got some food waiting. Nice. 24. These aren't really full. So actually, let's have it on Terminal 2. Have it on Terminal 2 here. Yeah, and have Terminal 1 on. $50 freight. Flippin' heck. Oh, that's nice. Yes. Right. Look at this. Northampton's getting some car. Right, well, why would you do that? Can we not do that, please? Right. So come out the bus station. The bus station is going to need 3 more terminals. Let's widen those terminals. There's a new bus. It's just as I've upgraded Northampton's bus network. It's gone and got new buses, right. Right, that one's set as 3. I feel like 1 should be set to 1. Yes. 2 should be set to 2. And 3 should be set to 3, which is... we can use all of them. Right. What were those new buses we've just unlocked? Because they didn't look like they had a capacity boost. 8 versus 9, exact same speed. No, I'm not. I'm not bursting out to buy them. Again, let's... what do? We can come up this way. Where does... right, we've got a bus route around here already. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So that goes around there. So let's have one that comes in, up, and round this bit. Yes, so that's streets. Oh, what we got steaming through? Another London Liverpool, it would seem. That's... and then that's come round. Might as well make that double-sided. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so that one can be double-sided. Where does our route go? Okay, so that one's fine, but that one can be double-sided as well. Right, and then let's edit bus Northampton 2 to stop after 6, go to 7, after 8, go to 9, after 10, go to 11, and continue back into town that way. Yes, that's cool. Right, stand 4, yes. And stop. There. There. Okay, those two are quite close in fairness. Again, this isn't a massively new route. So I can bus Northampton 4. Bus Northampton 4. 4. And let's get... oh, do you know what? Let's have 6 of these new ones. For bus Northampton 4. And bus Northampton 5 can be out here. Right, out here. And something coming flying through. Something coming flying through to a stop. Second London North Western Railway. What's his top speed? 37. What Birmingham using these buses? Birmingham bus 3. Who you got? What, have you got the tip off at this stop? Yeah, maximum load time 30 seconds. Right. Okay, there are people waiting for this route, which is reassuring considering how much money I've spent on it. Right. Coming down here. Yeah. Up here. In. And then for future proofing, no, do you know what? Yeah, and then it could come back round actually. Yeah, that's fine. Bus Northampton 5. No, come around this way. Don't be silly. After stop 7. Come around it. Then we have stop 9. Stop 10. Stop 11, although I wanted you on. Yeah. The first, yeah. Number 1. Grange Road. George Street. And Northampton. So that's bus Northampton 5. It's getting a bit dark here in the UK. Bus Northampton 5. Let's have 10 of these new ones for bus Northampton 5. Let's treat our passengers right. No, that's bus Birmingham 5. We'd be sending them heck of a way. Right, we have 115 people wanting to go to Birmingham. What lines do we have coming out of London? We have train London Glasgow. That goes straight through. London Liverpool straight through. London Manchester straight through. London Newcastle, which obviously doesn't come straight through, but London Manchester. Do I stop you there? Because then you... Yeah, you're not going that far already. Oh. No, delete line. London, Manchester. Do you know what? Yeah. After London, please call at Northampton. On the way back, you can come through fast, actually. There's a Liverpool. Yeah, but now we've sorted out Northampton's bus network. I feel much better for that. Bus Northampton 1 is a bit eh. Again, I'm struggling a lot here. I think 30 seconds is too much. Oh hang on, that one's still on 3 minutes, that's why. 30 seconds. 2. This one is, that's on 30 seconds. What about number 3? That's in 30 seconds. And number 5. That's still on 3 minutes, and it should be on 30 seconds. That's probably why there's still a bit of delay. Let me just save it manually. There is a lot of people at Birmingham. And most of them are waiting for London, Manchester. Well, some of them are waiting to go to Lower Birmingham, or Bromsgrove, as it would probably appear in game. There's a lot of oil trains, and getting this oil moved. Basically, yeah. As much as what we can do, anyway. 400 people. Right, 1, 2. Let's increase the capacity of each unit to 140. And let's add 2 more units. No, it's not going to need a capacity of 700. Let's take away 1 more unit. I don't actually know what depot they'd come from. Is there a train care depot? Yeah, probably. Yeah, London, Liverpool. Come into here and go up. Tram London 1 is struggling. The whole of London is struggling. What's going on here? It's High Street where the problem is. Stop number 8. 30 seconds. Stop number 16. 30 seconds. Bus London 3. Stop number 11. 30 seconds. Bus number 4, stop number 10. 30 seconds. Bus London 5 only stops that side. Tram London 1, stop 6. 30 seconds. But London is just a standstill. How do I make this problem be fixed? The only thing I could think of is like trying to stop them building onto this road. So if I play ownership here, keep player ownership, yes. Tram track, yes. Electric. No, we don't want that there, we want that. Right. Where are you going? Right, we want that. And because I've put player ownership on it, I want to get rid of that. I want to get rid of all these side streets that are stopping us from running an efficient service. Like, don't you dare add any streets. So we can queue a lot more vehicles along here. I mean, I just think... How many vehicles do these routes really need? Like, bus route 3. Are you struggling at any point of the map? No, not really. So bus route 3. 15 vehicles. I'm going to take 5 off. Get rid. Get rid, get rid, get rid. Bus route 1. Are you struggling at any sort of place? That's not you. That is you. But yeah, maybe one place, but you do not need 20 vehicles, so I'm taking 5 off. Bus London 3. London 4. So what's Bus London 4 on? 15 vehicles, I'm taking 5 off. Bus London 5. You've got struggles there, but you do not need 20 vehicles, I'm taking 5 off. And try and solve some high street congestion. But they shouldn't build onto this road now, because I've put thingy on it. So this should start getting things moving. Should we truck traffic lights on here? where are emissions poor? Basically all of our railway lines. Like, what I wanted to check was street traffic. Very good. We've ended up in Northampton. That's not what I wanted. What I was thinking of is traffic lights. Yeah, I'm just hoping they don't build on this road. Because look, things are moving better now. People stay here for long? It would appear so. Right, Park Lane, Bus London 1. Stop 7. 30 seconds. So this might be the problem. Bus London 2. Stop. What side is 2? Okay, so stop number Park Lane 15. Stop number 3. 30 seconds. I know this probably doesn't make for the best of viewing, but okay, you only stop there at side 2, so you're fine. Bus London 4, you stop there at stop 9. 30 seconds. And tram 1, you stop there at side 5. Right, then building on this road means they're not going to build more roads onto this road, so that's always good. What route is doing that? That's bus 1. Hastings con map. 40 vehicles. How are these doing? Peterborough, Brighton. Peterborough, Brighton. Up to Peterborough. We're flipping heck a lot. No, we're sort of covering it. Although they could really do with a bus upgrade, couldn't they? Don't tell me you're all using the same bloody terminal. Right, Peterborough, yeah, use that, but also use that. Use that, but also use that. Please use that, but also use that. And every single route can have some new vehicles. Have some of them. Oh, I wonder what that was. Back to London. Heck, can have a crash. Nice. What's this? Sheffield Coal. Oh, right. I've just whacked the microphone a couple of times. I do apologise. Right. This plastic strain, and we're still making money. Still making a bit of dosh. Not much plastic here. A train has just taken 5 and you pulled out in front of the cross country. Not liking that, my man. Right, crude oil. This, again, I'm going to get rid of 15 vehicles. I feel like that's what a lot of the later years of Transport Fever are, replacing and deleting. Because as it gets more efficient, you need less vehicles. Then what if I do 2? Okay, that's half the frequency. Sorry, that's like half the rate, so let's turn that off. Right, actually, we've got a plastic train. So we're producing oil. That one's not even that full. Right, let's get some more signals down this bit, 'cause this looks like a complex block of trains. Look how industrial Birmingham looks. Ugh. 96. It's just left. They've just left half full though. Yeah. And you're queuing because you're queuing. So you've just gone. Yeah, I never really signalled this section properly, did I? Oxford West seems to be a resounding success. I feel like we need more cross-country units. Yeah, we do. We need more cross-country units, really. What's the length of one of these? 255 meters. I reckon we... Okay, that's not what I reckoned. I was gonna say we could probably get away with 2 trains with 150 capacity each. But I end up selling them. $150 capacity. Plastic. What did we go for with the other one? Well, we didn't go with box cars, so 150, I reckon 140. What's the rate of that now? 109, yeah, so 2 of them will do. Well, actually, yeah, probably. And again, if they just put that in front, they've just put that in front of a fully loaded cross-country. This is annoying because Transport Fever doesn't really know how priority works. Because in real life, would freight ever get priority over cross-country? No, it bloody wouldn't. Ah, these are where the new cross-countries have popped out. One of them are going to pop out. So I've just added more trains to the congested bit. Brilliant. Well done, Liam. That's clever. Oh, GWR's also screaming. How frequent are GWR services? They've got to be like every 2 minutes, surely. Every 3 minutes. 5 vehicles, so it's not the frequency, it's the capacity. No, if we've got speeds of 68, we need this. 3 of them. $200, I reckon 160 capacity. And you know what? We'll chuck them all back into Great Western Green. There we go. Oh, here we go. Look at this. This is what we love Transport Fever for. Junctions like this. Just stupendous things. What are you waiting for? A cross country. Yep, just as your start bit goes green. Good luck getting that started on that sort of a hill. Flippin' heck. I mean, how fast do these go down the hill? 30. Yeah, these appear every 5 minutes. Right, I reckon I've been off 20 of these. Let me get those. I've been off 20 of these. Put those in. 10 for Oxford 3. What's Oxford 3 saying? Again, that seems to be a fairly quiet route. I reckon we can get away with just 5. Whoa, we've got a problem. We've got a problem. 5 of those ones, and then... Ah! No, I know what the problem's going to be. Right. This will look incredibly odd, but... Yeah. There we go. There we go. That'll take that problem away. And Boss Oxford 5, again, you seem to be quiet. Get rid of 5 vehicles. And shut these on. Boss Oxford 4. That seems to be a fairly busy route, so I can keep its vehicles. And have that. 473 people going to via Lower Birmingham. Right, where does all this go to? Down here. And then it goes by a truck. Crude oil, and then what's going on here? As long as we're not using horse and cart around here, I'm not really bothered. Nah, we're not. Right, what's going on with London? How does that look now? Oh my god. Relatively clear. Right, have we got any trams that can fit more than 11 people on? I think 21 people on. Yeah, let's do that. Train London-Manchester, since stopping that at Northampton, it's actually increased service. Let's get 2 units, 2 steamers, and we'll get... Oh, it's basically pitch black outside in the UK, and we'll get none of these. We'll get this. And we'll get... No, that'll be poor. That's mediocre. And then we'll grab another unit. But yes, that has been it for today's Train Sim World video. If you have enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, and I shall see you next time for some more Train Sim World. Train Sim World? Wow. Some more Transport Fever 2. Goodbye.